Hello and welcome people to American Truck Simulator. My name is Strawberry Pie and I am going to start a new series of American Truck Simulator. As you can see here in the right upper top thingy here with my information, there are currently 0 miles driven. I have level 0 and 16 XP. That's just from driving from Flagstaff to Flagstaff, because I chose to have my base in Flagstaff. Normally I would choose San Francisco, but hey, let's try something new. Arizona is a central location for me to choose because I have some mods installed. And if we look at the world map, you'll see we are here in Flagstaff at this moment, and we have all this land here in Mexico to discover. We have the rest of the United States with the Going East mod, and we have Canada Dream. So we can go all the way to Labrador City, Quebec, Montreal, and yeah, some good stuff. So let's begin with picking a job and see where we can go. The routes will not be too far away at this moment of time. We can go to San Diego. That's gonna give us 25k. Let's do that. It's not bad. 25,000. $52 a mile. So that's good. And what are we going to deliver? The cargo. Yeah. No shit, Sherlock. Let's take the job and see what this will give us. I didn't disable the sound, but I disabled the music. Just for your information, I do that in all games just to be sure that nobody is annoyed by the music, or to prevent copyright strikes in case that happens. So we are in a Volvo here. I really like the Volvo also in ETS, and now we have one in ATS, so that's cool. We are transporting a boat, and it's a green boat. It's not something that I would prefer, but well, we need to deliver it to the person that does. So let's get our setup correct here. We are expected at Monday 9 p.m. and it's now 10 a.m. Okay, let's go. So I have my controller set up the way I want it. Oh, that's a nice effect with the steering wheel. I really like that. Well, and it seems that we don't really need our navigation screen here, so let's put that away. And off we go. Our first miles in American Truck Simulator to California from Flagstaff. As you can see there in the distance, I also have the Real Companies mod on, so that we have FedEx. Oh, and I should pay attention to my trailer. I'm used to the small trailers and not having a large boat behind me. The boat is part of a heavy cargo pack that is available for ATS, and it's not an official DLC, it's just a mod. I will give you a list of my mods in the description so that you can download them for yourself. But it's really neat. I had a very large cargo on my other profile the other day. I was transporting another truck actually, and that was pretty fun to haul a truck to another company that needs a truck for hauling. So we should be stopping here, and first of all I need to pay attention to the signs, because I'm from Europe, if you hadn't heard that already, and the American road signs are not, I'm not very familiar with them, And also the traffic lights might be a bit of a problem from time to time, because in Europe, mainland Europe, not sure how it is in the UK, but in mainland Europe the traffic lights are on our side of the road and not on the other side of the road. So sometimes here in ATS, when I see a traffic light on the other side of the road, I think that it's not something that I should pay attention to. At least my brain doesn't actually pay attention to them, so I should be careful with that. Let's see, do we have our beacons on? Because we probably should with a load like this. There we go. There are a few things that I wanted to talk about in this video. First of all, the graphics might be a bit choppy. The graphics might be a bit choppy from time to time. Yeah, I'm trying to fix that. But if you play with a lot of mods in ATS and in ETS too, your performance is getting down drastically. Like with every mod that you install, especially when you have the mods that override the AI traffic. If you try the AI traffic back by Jessica, you will. I mean, it's gorgeous, but it will drain your performance drastically if your computer is not capable of pulling up with it. So. And I see that from now, especially when I'm recording videos, that my performance is not as good as I would want it to be, or as good as my computer might be able to run the game in. So yeah, please bear with me. So we are now on the Interstate 17 northbound towards, or are we northbound? Not sure, didn't see that. But we are on the Interstate 17 to California. We are delivering this load, this boat to California. I should be paying attention to the speed limit here. That's one thing that I missed from the other navigation system, that it doesn't tell us here now what the speed limit is, and yeah, I should be paying attention, because you'll easily get a speeding ticket, and they're not very lenient in this game with speeding tickets. I guess police isn't in real life either, so there's points for realism. And also, if you run map mods, they will also slow your game down drastically, I found. Especially if you run pro mods in ETS2. That is just an FPS killer. It's about 10 FPS lower that I get in some places, and just generally, doesn't matter where you drive, you'll see that it will drop a few FPS. And God, if you go to Barcelona, I mean, the city is gorgeous, but if you drive around Spain in pro mods, it's an absolute killer for your computer. It's hard to tell if we are already in California, because those bridges look like California, or those overpasses, but I'm not sure if they look the same in Arizona. I am going way too fast. But I'm not seeing police, so... Okay, let's get up to speed and just put it on cruise control for a moment. There we go. Let's see. Did it work? It's degrees. Oh, there. That's my gallons. Okay, I guess this Volvo doesn't have it. I was looking for the actual speed that I have on my cruise control, but well, I can live without it. Most European trucks have it. Not sure how that is in the US, because I can imagine that a lot of trucks in the US, I guess most trucks, have a GPS system that gives the exact speed. You probably will use a lot of cruise control when driving around America. These stretches of land are just the perfect environment for cruise control. This is one of the things that I really like about ATS and ETS. It's so relaxing to drive around, and also the sound of just hearing the truck. If I play by myself, like off camera, I can literally just drive around without music for hours and just listening to the truck sounds. It's so relaxing. It really is. It's very nice. Eventually, later in this profile, I wanna take a trip across the map. So maybe we can try to take a trip from Mexico to Canada. We need a lot of luck to get that one. If there is one, because it's two map mods, so I'm not really sure if it will connect. But if we are able to get a job from Mexico to Canada, that would be epic. That would be so cool. And if it is available, I will take it. And we're gonna take that journey. Probably need a few videos to cover that, but that's no problem. And if you can see here on the map, I'm not sure if it will pop up in a second, but if it comes close by, well, you can see it there. You can see Costco, ExxonMobil. It's really nice to have the real companies in the game. It's better to see FedEx than what is it, post ad. SES did a good job though at their custom companies. It's always fun to guess what the companies are supposed to mean that SES put in. Most of them are quite obvious, like Walmart is Walmart and ICA is IKEA. also the car models are they are looking good. I mean, I'm a person that usually installs mods when they are available. So also when ETS came out and or ATS came out and mods start showing up everywhere, I just immediately download them. And same was when there was custom AI traffic. I immediately put it in the game. I should be paying attention to my speed limit. But I immediately put it in my game, and now when I'm looking at the traffic without the mod installed, SES actually did a great job. I mean, if you look at the car in front of us, it's clearly a Volvo. And the fact that you can just see it on the shape without them having issues with, copyright and design issues, that's really epic. I mean, I like seeing the brands on things, like with the real companies mod, but I also like smooth performance. And that might be a bit strange, because I know that some parts of this video will probably not look very smooth, but I just want to get the feeling that I'm actually driving this truck. So everything that I can get to enhance my immersion, I just take it. And seeing that SES did such a great job, I mean, their landscaping is top-notch. Their maps from SES themselves are top-notch in both ATS and ETS. Let's see, can I get this onto the highway without crashing? Yeah, there we go. There we go. We're fine. But as I was saying, I mean, the maps that SES. Okay, dude, what are you doing? Just let me through. I'm not gonna yield for you. I mean, okay, that is another thing that we shall talk about in a bit. The on and off ramps in SCS and ETS. It's horrible, but we'll talk about that in a bit. But as I was saying, the maps that SCS made for both ATS and ETS while watching that very nice helicopter there, they are really top notch. I mean, these things like a helicopter flying there, it's just nice to see variation in the maps and in the landscaping. And if I mean, I'm from the Netherlands, so if I'm driving in ETS2 through the Netherlands, I can see a lot of resemblance with those places. So I mean, of course, it's not a one-on-one scale, and it's not exactly how it should look, but there is a lot of resemblance, and I just like driving through them and seeing the things that I know about the city, and looking for things that are familiar. And the fact that SES does that when creating a map and driving through other countries, and knowing that the aspects that you see in the SES map are actually a resemblance of that particular area, that is really nice. Because I know when I'm driving through Germany, I know when I'm driving through or around Hamburg, for example. I know when I'm driving in the area of Berlin and in Denmark or whatever, because I know these places. I've been there, I've seen them multiple times, and I know what they look like. And they actually resemble their respective cities very well. So I really like that about SES. And about their maps in particular. But the bad thing that I have a bit of an issue with is the on and off ramps. I mean, they're really, really short, And especially when you have a large trailer. I mean, this is a mod, of course, but if you have a large trailer like I'm hauling now, I mean, it's an absolute drama to maneuver around a small and narrow on and off ramp like you saw just then. And it's not always very realistic as well. I mean, this might be a realistic off-ramp, but that's not an actual... I mean, it's an exit, it's not an off-ramp, but if you see the off-ramps when you're going off the highway, I mean, they're very, very short. They would be larger in real life, and especially the on-ramps, it's an absolute drama. I mean, you have to yield, like here, look at this. You have to yield before you go back onto the highway, and that's an absolute drama. I mean, if you are driving in a truck like this with a load like this, and you are stopping to get onto the highway, I mean, you're yielding, you're stopping, you're standing still, and you need to go from 0 to 75 miles here per hour. That's gonna take a while. And if traffic is coming on the highway on the same lane that you're trying to pull in, that's gonna be a disaster. And I've been in these situations various times in this game, and also in ETS 2, when you're trying to get onto the highway and you're just doing your thing, or you're taking an exit on a roundabout, for example. It's the same issue, and the AI is so stupid that they will not recognize that you are maneuvering onto the highway or getting an exit. And I have had several frustrating moments with the AI just causing an accident with me because I was getting onto the highway or exiting a roundabout, and it's very frustrating because I get the fine and the game doesn't look at who is causing the accident. No, if you are involved in an accident, you are guilty. That is basically how it works in ETS and ATS. And yeah, that's a bit of a bummer when it happens. I mean, it cost me several thousand euros on my ETS2 profile. So let's see where we are now, because we should be near California. Yeah, there's the border, so we're close. We're close to Yuma, and we're going to San Diego. Okay, so maybe, I'm not sure if we probably will level up, but I'm not sure if we can take a job into Mexico and get some extra XP there, and maybe see how far we can go from Mexico to Canada, because I really want to take a route from Mexico to Canada. But we'll see. It's probably something that will be unlocked, like a complete route from Mexico to Canada, when we are in the later stages of the game. So you're running out of fuel. Oh my god. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah. Well, I didn't see that one coming. That would be a bit of a bummer. Let's see. Can we make that? Can we make that gas station here? Oh god, I need to try. And I also have a very large load, so I'm not sure if we're gonna make that one. I was also driving the Coast to Coast mod the other day, and I was going from California to Florida, and it was somewhere in Oklahoma that my fuel just ran out, and I was in the middle of the highway, and I was looking for a gas station on the map, and it was like 200 miles to the next gas station, and it was just a complete nightmare. And eventually I ran out of fuel, But because I was driving, what was it, about 70, 80 miles per hour, the gas ran out, and I was just rolling towards the nearest gas station, and I actually rolled completely to the gas station, but just a few feet in front of the gas station. I needed to brake because otherwise I would have rammed into the gas station. So I was trying to push my brakes very, very lightly so I could just make that last turn into the icon so that I could tank. And I just came to a complete standstill. And it was horrible. It took me 15 minutes to get, like in real life, 15 minutes to go from the place that I ran out of fuel to the gas station, and just being a few centimeters in front of the icon, coming to a standstill and not be able to tank. It was a complete nightmare. And yeah, you would think that you would learn from from situations like that and just like watch your fuel, but apparently not. Apparently it still happens from time to time. And I guess that it's our load that is consuming or making us consume so much fuel. So let's see, I need to get the exit here. Yes sir, convoy exceptionnel. Watch out, I'm taking two lanes, Oh. That was not very professional of me. But I just... Oh god, no. This is gonna cost us more fuel. This is what I mean. Just slightly hitting the brakes and then just coming to a complete standstill. It's absolutely horrid. Okay. Well, we should be able to make it to the gas station this time. 25 miles per hour. Oh, this is feeling so slow. Oh, there it is, 25 miles per hour. Okay, that's my cruise control speed. But this feels so slow. That's always when you come off the highway. Also in real life, when you come off the highway and you have been driving at such high speeds and you have to slow down all of a sudden. That makes everything feel so slow. Okay, let's try to get this done correctly without crashing into the gas station. And I hit something. Let's see, what's the issue? Okay, so it is my trailer. I probably should take a wider turn here. Oh, you stupid car. Can't you see? And you too, Mr. Truck Driver, colleague, sir. I'm trying to reverse here and make a maneuver. And you guys are just driving like nobody's business. Okay, let's see if I take this turn a bit wider, if we can make it into the gas station. I mean, it would be so much better if like the icon was also in the middle, so that it can just like go straight through. But yeah, that's not the case. So let's see if this works. I put the steer a bit north. trying to hit it several times. Okay. Think. Oh, guys, we made it. We made it to the gas station. My hands are actually sweating because I thought that we wouldn't be able to make it. It really bad. It really bad. That looks nice then. Banter Logistics from Colorado. Yeah. Okay, so that was what I was thinking. That is probably not gonna work. The trailer is probably too wide to fit through the gas station. I mean, it is wider than the vanilla trailers. So let's see. Can we? Is there a sign here? No. So we should be able to do this and make a turn. Back to the highway. So, my high beams. Oh, this one. Okay, let's see. Okay, I need to reverse again here. This is absolutely horrible. I mean, there are larger trailers than this boat in the mod pack. Oh god. Did that actually hurt the trailer? 1%. That's a shame. That's a shame. Because that was unnecessary. And look at this. I put my wipers on. Okay. I did something. I'm not sure if that is a standard setting or that I did that at one point, but apparently my my left and right D-pad are configured, you know, double. And we crashed in something else. I don't know what that was. But this trip is costing us more money, probably, than than it will make us. So that's bad. It's really, really bad. And I was not referring to a specific zone. Okay, this time it went well. As far as I could see, there wasn't a yield sign. Or I just didn't pay attention. 40. Oh, I'm trying to, get rid of that border there. Okay. Well, eventually that all turned out well with the gas station. That was actually interesting. Yeah, that's the right word. It was very interesting. I mean, it's a huge trailer. It's a high one as well. I mean, the top of the boat is very, very high. I'm not sure if that would have fit through the gas station. And it's also a bit wider than the usual trailer. Well, it doesn't say oversized for nothing. So we should be rolling into California any moment now. Yeah, I can see that there is a bit of a performance hit when recording this and with some of the mods that I'm running. So if you feel that the video is in a very bad quality, then please let me know so I can adjust it for the next video. I mean, it's hard already to adjust the settings when not recording, if you're limited on your hardware. And yeah, I'm just trying to get the maximum out of my CPU and my GPU, and I have a decent GPU. I have a R9 290 with a custom cooler. It is air cooled, not water cooled, but most of the times it's my CPU that is a bit of a bottleneck, because I have the i5 4690, and I didn't buy the K version because only afterwards I found out that there was a K version. Yeah, so that is that card is sometimes a bit of a trouble when playing games. But yeah, I mean, if you're on a budget and you need to be careful with what you buy for your computer, then yeah, you have to deal with what you have, I guess. And all of a sudden we need to go back to 35 miles per hour. Not sure what that is all about, because I can see a city center coming up. And yeah, I mean, it's a bit strange, because it also depends on how well a game is optimized. I mean, I know that I'm pushing the game to its limits when also running mods, and I mean, it's a DirectX 9 game, so I just can't expect too much of it when also running mods and recording at the same time. But I mean, there are some gorgeous videos on YouTube of people like running this game in 4K maximum settings. Not sure how good their hardware is to pull this off, but this game can be absolutely gorgeous. The strange thing is, what I was about to say, the strange thing is that if you play a very well optimized game like GTA 5, I have absolutely no issues running that on maximum settings. And I'm not sure if it's because of the combination of the CPU and the GPU, because it shouldn't be an issue with my RAM or my storage disks, because I have two 250 gigabytes of SSD storage, and I have 16 gigabytes of Fury X RAM, so that shouldn't be the issue. And it's getting dark out here. We are in California now. I didn't see the sign "Welcome to California," but well, we should be in California because we passed El Centro. There the camera goes again. I really need to look at that setting. It's flashing. Okay, so we can bypass the nearby way station. Thank you very much. That is a pretty nice feature that they added in ATS. Oh, and we're getting a speeding offense. Yeah, that was probably... I had that one coming. I was worrying more about getting an offense about using my like these lights. not so much about speeding, but well, yeah. I just hope that we can make it, because there's San Diego, but I hope that we can make it before the sleeping icon turns red and we get fined for not sleeping. And there I go again, speeding. And at this moment of time I really should have this one out, because I can... Come on. I really should have this navigation on at this moment of time, because I have... that's also one thing that's pushing my car, but I have a reshade on with sweet effects, because it replaces my or the in-game anti-aliasing, because that one is absolutely crap, and that just destroys my FPS. So I use reshade to get anti-aliasing while we're pulling in here in San Diego. But yeah, I'm using reshade to get my anti-aliasing, and this is what I meant with the traffic lights. I mean, I see them, I know they are on red, but I'm used to having the traffic lights, like when I'm stopped here, to actually have them here, like that I should be looking like there. I mean, I can imagine that this is way more convenient, like your side cannot be blocked and you can always see if a traffic light is on red or green, but I'm just not used to it because we don't have it like that in Europe. And put my cruise control on again before I will be speeding once again. Oh my god, come on! I'm just... that is so horrible. Well, I was expecting to get a ticket for this, but apparently the cops don't care. Okay, let's slow down a bit. Well, slowing down a bit. Slowing down a bit is not an option in this game. I mean, if you want to slow down, you better come to a standstill. And it's hard for me to see what is happening outside of the truck at this moment of time. Yay, we have a Peterbilt dealer discovered. But it's really hard for me to see what is going on outside the truck, because it's very bright outside here in real life. It's during the day, and it's very dark in here, so I have a hard time seeing what is going on in the mirrors. That's why I'm putting on my mist lights. Are they called mist lights in English? I think they're called mist lights in Dutch. But yeah, we are nearing our destination, and well, we have 1% damage on the truck itself. I don't really believe that we have. We should be calming down before we get another ticket. Okay, this is another rule that I should be aware about, that we can turn right on red. That is not something that I'm used to. I mean, if I would do this in my hometown, I would definitely get fined. But yeah, I'm pretty okay with how we did it. I mean, this is a very, very oversized truck. Ah! Okay, we're not getting a ticket. that was just last minute work there. Oh God, come on! I mean, this is the most horrible thing. I mean, that's like the third or fourth time that we get a crash offense because of this oversized trailers, and it's mostly inside the cities. It's I guess it's covered by the cost or the payment that you get for jobs like this, because it's absolutely horrible. I'm trying, guys, come on. Give me some credit for even pulling this boat, come on. Okay, let's see. Where is the parking spot? No, I'm not gonna make that, because that is that corner that I should take you with the trailer is way too sharp. I can literally not do this. And this is even worse, because, well, this might be even easier, because you should be driving here and then like getting it back in there. But I'm gonna skip it for now. So let's see how we did. Cargo 14 delivered from Flagstaff, Arizona to San Diego, California. 489 miles, 10 hours. The base reward is 25k. Yeah. Continue. And that's it. Okay. Yeah, we can put 2 points in long distance, so that's good. Apply. And let's see, how far can we go now? So, well, we can go to Mexico from Arizona, Yuma, Arizona to El Rosario in what is that? Baja, California. Let's see, we can go to Santa Ana in Sonora. Barstow, California. That's a bit of a shame. Every time that I see CA, I'm thinking Canada, but it's California, of course. Are there even jobs at this moment to Canada? Sacramento. This is also Mexico. Nothing is going to Canada at this moment. Okay, so let's see. Price per distance. And we are now in... where are we now? We can go from Flagstaff, or we can go from... Well, did we discover San Diego? So this one is 13k. And if we go from Flagstaff, we can get one from... 17k, and it's going to Mexico. Expires in 17 hours. So if we travel back to, wait a second, we're doing a quick job. I'm sorry, I was a bit confused, because normally if you have your own truck, you have to literally drive to the place to get the job. But at this moment of time, we are just doing a quick job. So we should be able to actually take any job that we want to. So we can take Yuma, Arizona to Rosario, which is gonna pay us the best price ratio. So let's accept that. We should be good. We should be good. There we go. So, yeah, guys, that is it for now. We did the job from Flagstaff to San Diego. We made it with 1% damage. We got 25k in the bank. We are going to see for our first truck. And if the job pops up, Mexico to Canada, we are going to take it. But first off, we are going to Mexico in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you later.